and good morning, children. I welcome to all of you in Mumbai Municipal Corporation's online education session. Today we are going to learn subject mathematics. Very first, I would like to introduce myself.
Good morning, sir.
I am Mr. Vijayara from Mahim Ori Road Upper Primary Municipal English School, Mahim West. Our officers, I want to introduce here. Administrative officers, Mr. Sneharata Dumre Madam. Nodal Beat Officer, Mr. Sharad Kurade Sir. And Nodal HM, Mrs. Mary Pushpam Paul Madam. Then Assistant Nodal HM, Mrs. Manpriti Kaur Anand Madam. Then CNO, Mr. Ratilal Kisan Burungole Sir. So let us start, children. Look at here. In very first, what do you see in this picture? Yes, children, what do you see here?
Apple.
Apple. And what is this?
Goa.
Guavas. Very good. So how many apples are here? Here is one apple. Okay. So here is one apple and this two guavas. So we can write this number like this 1 and this 2. We can write. Okay. So these are the whole numbers. Okay. So we can write these numbers like this. Now look at here. What do you see? In how many parts an apple is cut?
2.
How many parts?
2 parts.
2 parts. The apple is cut into the 2 parts.
2 parts.
So this one apple we can write 1 here. But when the apple or anything which is divided into the 2 equal parts, at that time, how do we write this?
1 upon 2. 1 upon 2.
1 upon 2. We write like this. 1 upon
2.
Very good. Now look at here. What do you see again? The apple is cut into the 2 parts, but again that 2 parts is divided into the 2 more equal parts. Isn't it? 2 more equal parts. Okay, so we wrote this like 1 upon 2 as you told very first. But do you know how do we write this one? How do we write this one? Yes, how should we have to write this? Okay, so look at here now. Apple fraction, what is given here? Apple fraction. You can see. Here is the one apple which is whole. Then here it is divided into the 2 equal parts, which we wrote like this. This is 1/2. This is another 1/2. Now, if the same apple is divided into the 3 equal parts, then we write like this, that 1 upon 3 is one part, 1 upon 3 is another part, and 1 upon 3 is third part. Okay. Now, when the apple is cut into the 4 equal parts, that just we have seen, look at here. Here is only one apple, but which has to be cut into the 4 parts, 4 equal parts. Okay. So how to write that? That is 1 upon 4. It's one part. 1 upon 4 is second part. 1 upon 4 is third part, and 1 upon 4 is fourth part. Okay. Now, children, you can see here is one example. What do you see in this picture? Cars. What are there? Here are cars. Okay. So how many cars are in red color? How many cars are in red color? 3 cars in red color. Very good. Nice. So total cars are how many here? Total cars are how many? 8. Total cars are how many? 8. Okay. Then out of the 8, how many cars are red? Yes, you can see 1, 2, and 3. So we will write over the line, and 8 is the total number that we will write below the line. Okay. So when we write something like this, okay, we column numerator and the denominator, that is the fraction. What is that? That is the fraction. Okay, children. So today we are going to learn, or we are going to revise about the fraction. Okay. Now look at here. Very first, let us understand what is the fraction. What is fraction? So definition is given here. Very first, look at here. Fraction represent equal parts of a whole or a fraction represent equal parts of a whole or a collection. Equal parts of a whole or a collection. Look at here. This is the collection. This is the one types of collection, and this is the whole, and which has divided into the equal parts. Okay, which has divided into the equal parts. Look at here. In 2 parts, in 4 parts, in 3 parts. Okay. So what is given in the definition? That equal parts or a collection. Okay. Yes, look at here in the second definition, what is given? Fraction of a whole when we divide a whole into equal parts. When we divide a whole into equal parts, just we have divided the apple into the 4 equal parts. Each part is fraction of the whole. So this each part, look at here, this each part means these 4 parts are there. These are 2 parts here, these are 3 parts here. Okay, so this each part is the fraction. Okay, children. Now look at here. In the example, you can see here is given the example of watermelon. So here the watermelon is divided into the 2 equal parts. So each part is 1/2. So each part is 1/2. You can see this is 1/2 and this is another 1/2. Now the same watermelon is divided into the 4 equal parts. And you can see that each part is represented like this. 1/4 is one part, 1/4 is second part, 1/4 that is the third part, and 1/4 is the fourth part. It means it is a whole which is divided into the 4 equal part. So each part is a fraction. Each part is a fraction and it is 1/4. Now look at here. Let us try to understand it in different ways, like the half, quarter, 3/4, and whole. Okay. Now look at here. What is the example given? The meaning of fraction, reading and writing fraction. Okay. So very first here is given half. Okay. So half means what? Look at here. Here is given picture of bhakri. Okay, whole bhakri. What is given here? The picture of whole bhakri. And you can see here the whole bhakri is divided into the 2 equal parts. The bhakri is divided into the 2 equal parts. Okay. So this part is 1/2 and this is another half. Okay. So what explanation is given here? Look at here. One bhakri has to be divided equally between 2 people. When it is divided into the 2 equal parts, each of the part is 1/2 of the whole bhakri. Okay. So when any object, look at here now, when any object is divided into 2 equal parts, 2 equal parts. What we are learning, 2 equal parts. Okay. When any object is divided into 2 equal parts, then each of the part is 1/2 of that object. Okay. So you can see here is one object which is divided into the 2 equal parts. Okay. So if we divided this into 2 equal parts, that is 1/2. This is another 1/2. Okay. And how to write this? Look at here. 1/2 of the whole is shown by the fraction that is mentioned here. You can see that 1/2 is the half. This part and this another part is 1/2. This is another part. Okay, so this is 1/2 and this is another. Okay, so half is written like this. Half is written like this. Okay. Now look at here. Here is given one example. You can see here are some figures. Okay, so the first figure, see here is the dotted line. Okay, so the dotted line is dividing this figure into the 2 parts. This portion is shaded portion. This portion is also shaded portion with another color. Okay, so this is the half which is written like this. This is another half which is also written like this. You can see in this square, this portion is shaded with one color, this another portion is shaded with the another color, and it is written like this 1/2, that is the half. Okay, so similarly this figure also divided into the 2 equal parts from this dotted line, and you can see this portion is divided with one color or shaded with another color. Both the portions are with another different colors, and it is showing the half of this figure. Okay, so half is written like this 1/2. Now look at here. What is our next concept? Our next concept is what? Quarters. What is quarters? Look at here. The same bhakri, which example we have understood from the first example of first concept. The bhakri here, which is divided into the 4 equal part. Okay, you can see all parts are equal. Look at here. Very first, we have to understand that all parts are equal. No part is smaller or bigger. All the parts are equal. Okay, and so each part is the quarter. Each part is quarter, and which is written like this, that 1/4. It means 1/4. Okay, so look at here what the explanation is given. One bhakri has to be divided equally between 4 people. When it is divided into the 4 equal parts, Which share is a quarter of the whole bhakri? As I explained you that each part is a quarter of the whole bhakri. Now, what the definition is explaining here, look at here, when any object is divided into the 4 equal parts, when any object is divided into the 4 equal parts, each of those parts is a quarter of the whole. You can see here is one object which is
1/4.
equal parts.
1/4.
Yes, which is divided into the 4 equal part. Very good. And each part is the quarter. Each part is called a quarter. Okay. And which is written like this 1/4. Which is written like this 1/4. Okay. So 1/4 is shown by the fraction that 1/4. Okay. Now look at here. What is the next concept? In this example, you can see concept of quarter. This figure, you can see here, this figure is divided into 4 equal parts. You can see with the help of this dotted line, this figure is divided into 4 equal parts. That shaded portion with color, that is 1/4. It means it is a quarter portion. Okay. Here you can see this figure also, which is divided into the 4 equal parts. So this shaded portion, that is 1/4. It means 1/4. Okay. So similar, this figure also divided into the 4 equal parts. You can see this shaded portion, that is 1/4. It means 1/4. It's 1/4. Okay, this is the quarter concept. Okay, children. Now look at here what is given. You can see here is one object which is divided into the 4 equal parts. How many parts? 4 equal parts.
4.
But out of these 4 parts, 3 parts are taken only. How many parts? Only 3 parts are taken. Okay. So what is 3/4? That means when any object is divided into the 4 equal parts and out of the 4 parts, only 3 parts are taken. Only 3 parts are taken. That is 3/4 of that particular object. Okay. So look at here. What is the explanation? When an object is divided into the 4 equal parts, 3 of its parts taken together are called 3/4. Okay. So 3/4 means what? When any object is divided into the 4 equal parts and out of these 4 parts, only 3 parts are taken. That is the 3/4 of that object. Okay. So this is shown by the fraction like this 3/4, which is we can write this 3/4 like this. Okay. Now 3/4, look at here, 3/4 is read as 3/4 or 3/4. Okay, how to read it? 3/4 or 3/4 also you can read this. Okay, so here is given one example. Look at here. Here is cake, birthday cake, and which already was divided into the 4 equal parts. 1/4 is taken. 1/4 is taken or eaten. Then 3/1/4 are left here, and that means it is the 3/4. Quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3. It means 3/4. Okay, so this is the example of 3/4. You can see out of the 4 equal parts, 3 parts are taken, and that is called the 3/4, and it is written like 3/4. So whole portion we can write this like this. Okay, out of the 4, only 3 are taken. Okay, now look at here. Here is also given one more example. 3/4 is what? Look at here now, which is written like this 3/4. But look at here. This is the figure of rectangle, which you can see, which is divided into the 4 equal parts. But 3 parts are shaded with color, or 3 parts are colored. Okay, so the portion which is colored here, that is the 3/4, and it is the 3/4. Now, similarly, you can see in this circle, the circle is also divided into 4 equal parts. But out of the 4 parts, only 3 parts are shaded in color, and that shaded portion is the 3/4. It means that is the 3/4. It's a 3/4. Similarly, you can see here the set of group of fish in which there are 4 fish, and out of the 4 fish, you can see 3 fish are in other color and 1 fish is white color. So this is the 3/4 of this group. Okay, so here is given the example of this your scale in which 1 centimeter is given here. Out of that, which is divided into the 4 equal parts, and the 3/4 which is showing the 3/4. Okay, so same the way in the percentage also. And if we will take the example of 100, out of 100, that is 75 is the 3/4 of that number 100. Okay, so that is the 3/4 or 3/4. Okay, children. Now look at here. What is the meaning of fraction? What is the numerator? and what is the denominator. Okay, so we have these three questions over here. Now look at here, numbers such as 1 upon 2, 1 upon 4 are called fractions. Okay, so just we learn that 1 upon 4, 1 upon 2, okay, 1/2, 1/4, quarter, 3/4. Okay, so whatever this you can see here, that is the fraction. So in a fraction, the number written above the line is the numerator, and the number written below the line is the denominator. Okay, so let us try to understand it betterly on the next slide. So in the fraction 1 upon 2, the numerator is 1 and the denominator is 2. Okay, so 1 upon 2 is read as 1/2 or 1 upon 2. How to read it? It is read like 1 upon 2 or 1/2. Okay, so 1 upon 4 is read as 1/4 or 1/4 or 1 upon 4. So let us understand here. Look at here, suppose I wrote here one fraction that 1 upon 2. So this 1 and this 2. So 1 is what? Can you tell?
2. Numerator.
Yes, very good. So 1 is numerator. Very nice. 1 is numerator. And 2 is what?
Denominator.
Denominator. Very nice. Denominator. And how to read it? How to read it? How to read it?
1 upon 2.
1 upon 2. We can write this 1 upon
2.
2. Okay. Now let us take one more example. Let us take one more example. If I wrote here, so tell me how to read this?
4 upon 8.
4 upon 8. Very good. So what is the 4 and what is the 8? What do we call 4?
Numerator.
Yes, very good. So 4 is numerator.
8 is denominator.
8 is denominator. Very nice. 8 is denominator. Very nice. And it is read 4 upon 8. Very good. Now look at here now next. Some more fractions. If anything which has divided more than 4 or less than 4 parts. Still now we have seen. So if any object is divided into the 4 equal parts. What we learn, if any object is divided into the 4 equal parts. Now look at here. Some more fraction. Some more fraction. So what are some more fraction? You can see here. A circular disc is divided into the 5 equal parts. You can see this circular disc is given here, which is divided into the 5 equal parts. How many parts? 5 equal parts. Now, 3 of its parts are colored. You can see this part 1, part 2, part 3. These 3 parts are colored. So the colored part of the disc is shown 3 upon 5. So what does, why the 5 is given here? Because all parts you can see in this figure is totally divided into the 5 equal parts. So that is why the 5 is written here. Then out of the 5 part, 3 parts are colored. So the 3 parts is written as a numerator and the total parts is written as a denominator. Okay. So what is the explanation then? 1 upon 5, this one part, 1 upon 5 plus this another part, and 1 upon 5 is the third part. Okay. So together make 3 upon 5, which I explain here. Now that is 1 upon 5. Look at this 1 upon 5 plus this 1 upon 5 plus this 1 upon 5 makes the 3 upon 5. Okay. So when an object is divided into 5 equal parts and 3 of them are taken, that is the shown as 3 upon 5, as we will learn here. Okay. Then here is denominator 5 shows that how many equal parts are made of the figure. Okay. Whole. And numerator 3 shows how many of those are taken. Okay, so that is this figure is divided into the 5 equal parts 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That 5 is written here. Then out of the 5, how many are colored? 1, 2, 3. So that 3 is written above as a numerator. So it means 5 equal parts. Out of the 5 equal parts, 3 parts are taken. Okay. Now look at here. What is next? Some more fraction. In this, you can see here is one strip, and this strip is divided into 7 equal parts. Look at here. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, 7 equal parts. Then 2 parts are colored. Equal parts and 2 parts are colored. You can see these 2 parts. This one this one and this one, these two parts are colored, which means what? Which means 2/7 of the strip is colored out of the 7 parts. So 2/7 of the strip is colored. Here the number 7 gives the total number of equal parts. See, 7 is what? 7 gives the total number of equal parts made, and 2 gives the number of parts taken. In the fraction 2/7, 2 is the numerator and 7 is denominator. Yes, we have already learned this. What is the numerator and what is the denominator? Now we have one example here. You can see here is given one circular figure or one circle which is divided into the 4 equal parts, and out of the 4 equal parts, one part is shaded with the color. And which is the accurate fraction for this? You can see this fraction is accurately matched with this figure, because total parts are how many? 4. You can see the denominator is 4. The denominator is 4. And out of the 4 part, how many parts are colored? Only 1 part. So this is the correct fraction for this 1/4. Okay. So here we have some examples. So we have to match it with the correct fraction. Okay. So very first figure here, you can you tell me which numbers answer I have to circle here? Look at the figure. The figure is divided into 3 equal parts. Okay. And out of the 3 parts, how many parts are colored? 1, 2. Okay. See, the figure is divided into the 3 equal parts. 1, 2, 3. So here is also denominator 3 and here is also denominator 3. But what we have to tell here, how much portion is colored? Look at here, 1 and 2. 2 part is colored. Okay. So this is the correct answer for this figure. Okay. Now which is representing this figure. Now second one, look at here. First of all, see that in how many parts the figure is divided. Okay, so let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total parts are 8. Yes. Then out of the 8 parts, how many parts are colored? You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so this is the correct fraction for this figure. Okay, then next you can see this is also done. Now third one. First of all, see in how many parts the figure is divided. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, then here is also the denominator 6 and it is also showing the denominator 6. But out of the 6 parts, how many parts are colored? How many parts are colored? Yes, only 2 parts, 1 and 2. So this is the correct fraction for this figure. Okay, now next, this is done. You can see here, next example. In this example, very first, let us count that in how many parts the figure is divided. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so the total parts are how many? 8. So here is also showing 8 and here is also showing 8. But which one is correct now? Let's count the colored portion, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so here is 4. So this is not the correct answer. Here is 6. So it means this is the correct answer for this figure. Okay, children. So here is, we have to see that given figure, how many total parts the given figure is divided, and then how many parts are taken out of those parts. So that is the, we have learned from this. Okay. Now look at here. Different meaning of fractions. What is given? Different meanings of fraction. We have learned in this that different meaning, some more fractions, but here look at here, different meanings of the fraction. Okay, so here is given one example and this is another example. Okay, look at Amita was given 2 parts out of 3 equal parts of a bhakri. Okay, so look at here this example. Here is one bhakri. Okay, so Amita was given 2 parts out of 3 equal parts of a bhakri. So this bhakri is divided into the 3 equal parts. You can see this is one part, this is one part, this is another, and this is third one. So out of these 3 parts, Amita was given this portion, 2 parts. She got 2 parts. Okay, so this means Amita was given 2/3 of the one bhakri. Okay, 3. Why 3 is written? Because the bhakri is divided into the 3 equal parts. And why 2? Because she got 2 parts out of the 3. Okay, now look at here in the second example. two bhakris of the same size as Amita's have to be divided equally between three girls. Okay, now here was one bhakri and which was divided into the three equal parts, and two parts were given to the Amita. Now here are three girls. So Sadhana, Kriti, Anushka. Okay, and here are two bhakris. How many bhakris? Two bhakris. Okay, so the two bhakris are divided between three girls. Okay, so first bhakri which has divided into the three equal parts. This is another one bhakri which is divided into the three equal parts. Okay, so this is the share of Priti, and in this bhakri this is the share of Priti. Here this is the share of Anushka in first bhakri, and in the second bhakri this is the share of Anushka. Here this share of Sadhana, and this in this bhakri this is the share of Sadhana. Now you can see the two bhakris were divided into the three equal parts. One part of each bhakri was given to Sadhana, Anushka, and Priti. Okay, so you can see here Sadhana's share from this bhakri 1/3, and from this bhakri 1/3. Anushka's share from this bhakri 1/3, and from this bhakri 1/3. Okay, now Priti's share from this bhakri 1/3 plus 1/3 from this bhakri. Okay, so each girl was given a 1/3 part twice. Twice means two times. Okay, twice from this bhakri one portion, or from this bhakri one part. Okay, so this is, that is, each got 1/3 plus 1/3. Yes, you can see here the share of each one. Then, however, Amita's share and that of each of the other three girls is the same. Now, hence we can see that 2/3 is equal to 1/3 plus 1/3 as the addition. Okay, so here note that when two bhakris are divided between three girls, each girl gets 2/3 bhakris. Okay, from these three bhakris, three girls, then it means that 2/3 can be explained in different ways. Look at here. From this example, what we are going to learn? From this example, we are going to learn that, look at here, that we can explain this different ways, three different ways. Okay, so the two parts out of three equal parts of an object, then 1/3 twice, which means 1/3 plus 1/3, which also means 2 multiplied by 1/3 or 2 times 1/3. Okay, now equal division of two objects between three people. It means from this example, what we learn that we can explain this by three different ways. Students, now look at here. Write down, look at here what is given in this table. Write the shaded and unshaded parts, the shapes below as fraction and in words. Okay, so here are given some figures. So in very first there is given shape, shaded fraction, read as, unshaded fraction, and read as. Okay, so what we have to do, very first example is done for us. Now look at here. The given figure is divided into how many parts? 8 parts. Okay.
Sir, 4/8.
Very good. So here the 3 is the shaded portion and 8 is the total parts. Okay, so 3/8, which is read 3/8. Now unshaded fraction, what is 5/8? It means 5 parts are not colored, not shaded, and out of 8 parts, 5 parts are uncolored. That is written here and read as 5/8. Okay, so the second one we have to do now. So total parts, how many are here? Can you tell me how many total parts are here in this figure?
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. So 8 parts. Now, what should be the numerator?
4.
Very nice. And how to read it?
4/8.
4/8. 4/8. Very good. Now, unshaded fraction. Total parts 8. Okay, unshaded parts.
4.
And 4 unshaded fraction is what? Unshaded part are also 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so how to read it? 4/8. 4 upon 8. 4
upon 8.
upon 8. Very good. Okay, so let us do third one now. Look at here. Tell me this about now. How many total parts are there?
5 upon 2.
Yes, 5 is the
2 upon
denominator and 2 is the numerator, because only 2 parts are colored. So how to read it? How to read it?
2 upon 5. 2
2
upon
upon
5.
Yes, 2 upon 5. Very nice. Okay, so unshaded fraction.
3 upon 5.
Very good. 3 upon 5. So how to read it? 3 upon
5.
3 upon
5.
5. Very nice. Okay, correct. Next one. This one is done. This one is done. This one is done. Now fourth one. Tell me fourth one.
5 upon 1 upon 5.
Okay, look at very first, in how many parts the given figure is divided? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many parts? 6 parts. So let us write very first 6. And how much portion is, how many parts are colored? Yes, 1. So how to write it? 1
upon 6.
1 upon 6. 1 upon 6. Very good. And unshaded portion or unshaded fraction, how to write unshaded fraction? 6.
4 upon 6.
Total parts are 6. Total parts are 6. And out of these total parts, how many parts are uncolored? 5 parts. Yes. So I have to write here 5. 5 children, 5. Look at here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts are uncolored. Okay. So 5. Okay. Now how to read it? 5 upon
6.
6. Very good. Okay. So this is the right now. Look at here. Next one now. This one done. This one, and this one done. Last one now. Tell me about last one. Look at here. In how many parts the last one is? Last figure is divided?
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Very good. 7. So what should I have to write it? No, numerator. Which numerator? 2. Very good. So how to read it?
2 upon 7.
2 upon 7. Very good. Now unshaded part, unshaded fraction. How to write unshaded fraction? Look at here. How many total parts?
5 upon 2.
7. Very good. Yes, 5 parts are not colored. Very good. 5 upon 7. So how to read it? 5
upon 7.
upon
7.
7. 5 upon 7. Very good. Correct. Now look at the next example. What is given here? Mixed fraction. What is given? Mixed fraction. Okay.
Can I read, sir?
Yes.
3 guavas have to be sharing equal between 2 people. We can do this in 2 ways.
Okay. Look at here now. What is given? 3 guavas have to be shared equally between 2 people. How many people are here? Here are 2 people. And how many guavas are here? 3 guavas. Okay. So it means you are 3 friends. You are 3 friends and sorry, you are 2 friends and you are dividing 3 guavas into the between 2 friends. Okay, so 2 people. So we can do this in 2 ways. So method 1 and method 2 is given here. So let us understand very first method 1.
Can I read?
Okay, no, just try to understand what is given here. Divide each gava equally into 2. Give each person 1 part, that is half of each gava. You can see, I want to divide these 3 gavas into the 2 people. So what I did very first, I cut all 3 gavas into the equal to 2 parts. Then I given this 1 part to 1 person, this another 1 part to another person. Okay. Then again, this 1 part to 1 person, this another part to 1 person. In this way, I divided these 3 gavas between the 2 people. Okay. So in this way, each person gets 3 halves, 1 half from this, second half from this, and third half from this one. Okay. So therefore, each person will have 1 upon 2 multiplied by 3 is equal to 3 upon 2 gavas. Okay. So half, how many times half? 3 times half. Okay. How many times? 3 times half. Okay. So that is why 3 upon 2 is the share of each one. Okay. So in method 2, what I did, very first I given them one whole gawa to one person and another whole gawa to another person. Then I have left one, so I cut it into the equal two parts. Then I give this half, this one, and this another half to this one. Okay, so this third gawa, that is half gawa, I have given to each one. Now each person gets one whole and one half. Each person got one whole and half gawa. Each has 1 plus 1 upon 2. It means 1 and half. 1 and half. 1 plus 1 upon 2 is written as 1 upon 1 and 1 upon 2. It means 1 and half. Okay. So what this shows that 3 upon 2 is equal to 1 and half. So a fraction like 1 and half is called mixed fraction. See, mixed fraction means what? It is explained here in the form of activity. Okay, so look at here. When there is whole also and half also, it means whole and fraction also. So that time it is called the mixed fraction. Okay, we can understand it here more betterly. Mixed number is what? What is the mixed number? So the mixed number is what? A mixed number has a part that is a whole and a part that is a fraction. Okay, look at here in the figure. This is the figure of rectangle which is colored. Whole figure is colored. Whole figure is colored. And here you can see. Here you can see the figure is divided into the 4 equal parts. But out of the 4 parts, only 3 parts are taken. So this whole and this fraction. This is whole and this is fraction. Okay, so it is given in the form of number that 1 and 3/4. 1 and 3/4, and that is the mixed fraction. Okay, children, this is called the mixed fraction. When there is whole also and fraction part also, that is the mixed fraction. Okay, now let us understand it. Look at here what is going on. 1 and quarter, 2 and quarter, 3 and quarter. See, here is whole figure, one figure which is colored, and another portion is only 1/4. Okay, so one whole and one quarter makes 1 plus 1 upon 4. This is written in short as 1 and 1/4 and read as 1 and a quarter. See how to read it? 1 and quarter. 1 and quarter. Why it is quarter? Because this figure is divided into the 4 equal parts, and out of the 4 parts, only one part is taken. That is the 1/4, isn't it? That is why 1 whole, it means this is whole and this is a quarter. So 1 and quarter. Okay. Now, similarly, if I will draw here 2 more circle, 1, 2, and I will draw a quarter portion. So 2 and quarter, we can see 2 and quarter, we can read 2 and quarter. If, look at here now, if I will draw here 1, 2, 3, 4 whole or 4 circle and 1 quarter portion. Okay, so how to read it? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 and quarter. 4 and quarter. Understood? It means when there is whole also and fraction also. At that time, read the whole first and then read the fraction. That 4 and quarter. Okay. Now, if one more example, I draw here 2 circle, okay, and this quarter portion. Look at here. How to read this? 1, 2, 2 and quarter. 2 and quarter. 2 and quarter. Okay. Now, see 2 and quarter. Then look at the next example. Yes, 1 and half, 2 and half, 3 and half. 3 and half. So children, look at here. 1 whole is given here and 1 half is given here. Isn't it? In the next example, 2 whole are given and 1 half is given. Okay. So how to read it? Look at here. 1 whole and 1 half make 1 and half. 1 whole and 1 half makes 1 and half. So 1 and half is read as 1 and half. It is in the form of number and it is in the form of word. So 2 wholes and 1 half is written 2 and half and read as 2 and a half. So in the same way, 3 and half is read as 3 and half and 4 and half is read as 4 and half. So let us take the one more example here to understand this. as just very first we learn 1 and quarter, 2 and quarter, 3 and quarter, 4 and quarter. Similarly, we are learning here what? 1 and half, 2 and half, 3 and half. Okay, so let us take the example 3 and half. Look at here now. I have this one whole, this another one whole, this third one is whole. Okay, and suppose I have this half. So how will I read it? How will I read it? Yes. 1, 2, 3. 3. Look at here now. 3. And this is only half. This is only half. So 1, 2, 3. 3 and half. 3 and half. Okay. Now let us take one more example. Suppose I have one whole. This is another one whole. This is another one whole. And this another one whole. So how many holes are here? 4. And if this is half, then 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and half. 4 and half. See, this is the mixed fraction, children. This is the mixed fraction. It means it has one whole, some whole and some fraction. Some whole and some fraction. Okay. Now look at here in the next example. What do you see? Yes, 1 and 3/4. 1 and 3/4. 2 and 3/4. 3 and 3/4. Okay. So 1 whole and 3/4 is written as 1 and 3/4 and read as 1 and 3/4. Look at here in this example, this is one whole, and from this in the second figure you can see the figure is divided into the 4 equal parts, but out of those 4 parts only 3 are taken. Only 3 are taken. It means 3/4. This is the 3/4 and this is one whole. So 1 and 3/4. 1 and 3/4. Okay. So which is written like this? 1 and 3/4 and read as 1 and 3/4. Now look at here. In the same way, yes. In the same way, you can see here 2 and 3/4 is read as 2 and the 3/4. Okay. So let us take the example here. Suppose I draw here one hole, this another one hole, and this another one hole. And the fourth figure, which we are taking only the 3/4 portion. Okay, so look at it. How to read it? 1, 2, 3, and see the fourth figure is divided into the only 4 parts, but out of 4 parts only 3/4 are taken. It means 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 and what? 3/4. 3 and 3/4. Okay. In this way, you have to read this, or it is a, and this is the mixed fraction. Okay, children. Now look at here. What is given? Comparing fraction now. This is the comparing fraction. So what is given here? Look at here. In the picture given below, each of the strips of equal length has some shaded part. Write the fraction shown by the shaded part of each strip in the box next to it. You can see. So here are some strips, 5 strips, total 5 strips are there. And each strip is divided into the different parts. See, so the very first strip which is divided into the 2 equal parts, and you can see 2 equal parts is means that is the denominator 2. Okay. And out of those 2 parts, 1 part is taken, that is the numerator. Okay, so first one is done for us. The first one is done for us, that 1/2. Okay. Now, the second one we have to write now. So you tell me in how many parts this strip is divided. Tell me very first. The strip is divided into the 3 parts, 1, 2, and 3. So let us write here 3. Then out of these 3 parts, how many parts are colored? Only 1 part is colored. So let us write here 1. Okay. So third one. So the third strip is divided into how many parts? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So let us write here 4. Then out of those 4 parts, how many parts are colored? Only 1 part. Okay. Now, fourth one. Look at here. In how many parts the figure 4, the strip 4th is divided? Look at here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So total parts are 5. And how many parts are colored? Only 1 part.
1 color.
Okay. So next, look at the last strip. Look at the last strip. In how many parts it is divided? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so let us write here 6. And out of those 6 parts, how many parts are colored? Only 1 part. So here you can see the numerator of each fraction is only 1. See, numerator 1, Look at here. Numerator of this fraction is 1. Numerator of this second fraction is also 1. The numerator of this fraction also 1. So all the fractions have the numerator only 1. You can see. So this strip which has given here, which we have written in the form of fraction. So which one is bigger and which one is smaller, that we are going to compare here. So can you tell me which one is smallest here? Which strip is divided into the smallest shaded part? Which strip has the smallest shaded part? Which one out of these 5? The last one. Which one? The last. You can see the last strip, there is very small part that is colored. Okay. So what does this mean? Look at here now. Comparing fraction. In the comparing fraction, in the like fractions, the fraction with the greater numerator is the greater fraction. So what are the like fraction? Very first, the fraction which has the equal denominator or same denominator, that is the like fraction. Okay. So example, you can see 3/8 is smaller than 4/8, which means what? When if the denominator are the same, at that time the fraction which has the greatest numerator, that is the bigger fraction. Okay. So here of two fractions with equal numerator, the fraction with the greater denominator is the smaller fraction. That we have learned here. If the fraction has the equal numerator, look at here, all the fractions are the equal numerator, that is 1 only. Okay, here is numerator 1, here is numerator 1, here is numerator 1, here is numerator 1, and it last one is also has numerator 1. So which fraction is smaller here and which fraction is bigger here? So the fraction which has the greatest denominator, look at the last fraction 1/6. This one, which has the greatest denominator, this is the smallest fraction here. Look at children, this is the smallest and this is the biggest fraction here. Okay. Now similarly here is given some strips. You can see 2 of the equal parts of strip. Look at here. This is one strip which is divided into the 3 equal parts. Out of these 3 parts, 2 parts are colored. Here the same strip which is divided into the 4 equal parts. Out of those 4 parts, 2 parts are taken or 2 parts are colored. Then here the strip is divided into the 5 equal parts. Out of those 5 parts, 2 parts are colored. Okay. So which one is smaller and which one is bigger? You can see the figure shows that. Last one, see, 2/3 is smaller than 2/4, smaller than 2/5. Which one is smallest? That 2/5 is the smallest here. 2/5 is the smallest here. This 2/3 is biggest and this 2/4 is biggest from this 2/5. Okay. Now look at here. This is the time of homework now. You have this homework now. You have to complete this homework in your homework book. Take the screenshot of this and complete it in your notebook. Then write the numerator and denominator of each of the following fraction. Okay. Here are 2 questions, question number 3 and question number 4. Okay. Thank you very much.